Mind of the Meanie is now an exclusive brand partner with WWEshop.com. Pick up all your favorite new merchandise from Roman Reigns.
Acknowledge me.
Cody Rhodes.
I have to finish the story.
LA Knight.
Let me talk to you.
And more using our exclusive link in the show notes. Click below and show your support today for your favorite WWE superstar at WWEshop.com.
Yeah!
You know, Meanie,
What's that, Adam?
we hear this a lot. Every CBD company tells you that their product is the best. With quality control measures like lab testing and QR codes now becoming the standard, it can start to seem like all CBD brands are the same, but I'm here to tell you something, Meanie. They are not. Knowing what makes certain brands better will help you spend your money more wisely and have more confidence as you incorporate CBD oils, topicals, capsules, or gummies into your own wellness routine. And that's why we're proud to partner with Green Road CBD as an official sponsor of Mind of the Meanie. And Meanie, I know you're a longtime user of Green Road CBD. How has Green Road CBD helped you in your life?
Let me tell you, Green Road CBD is a product I've been using for years. And when we started Mind of the Meanie, I always was like, let's get Green Roads as a sponsor because I use them almost daily. Whether it's the gummies, to take care of the aches and pains of 30 years of wrestling, the topical solutions that help my knees, help my back, help my elbows, help my shoulders. Green Road CBD has done everything to help me maintain a pain-free existence from all the years of wear and tear as a professional wrestler.
And to me, Meanie, that sounds like the Green Road's difference. And it comes down to a really few important points. They're just part of the reason that they've won industry awards year after year, earned thousands of five-star reviews, and have heard countless stories from customers just like you about the impact that those products have had on your life. So Green Roads is led by a compounding pharmacist with 25 years of experience helping her community getting healthy. For her and the entire company, it's more than just a job, it's a mission. And not all hemp sourcing is equal, Meanie. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. But they select their hemp from high-quality American farms, and also not all lab testing is equal, which is why they use an accredited independent lab to conduct full panel tests on every single batch. And that's why Green Roads is an original manufacturer, not just a quote-unquote white label brand. So right now, you can go to greenroads.com, Meanie, and save 25% off of your entire purchase. Wow. 25% off of everything, Meanie. That's huge. And all you have to do is go to their website right now, greenroads.com, and use promo code MEANIE at checkout. That's 25% off your entire purchase by using promo code MEANIE at greenroads.com. Own the day with Green Road CBD, and we thank them for sponsoring the program.
This is the Mind of the Meanie. Here are your hosts, the Blue Meanie and Adam Barnard.
Peace, world, and welcome to a special coast-to-coast edition of The Mind of the Meanie, your weekly peek into the world according to former WWE superstar, ECW original co-star of the London Film Critics' Best Picture winner, The Wrestler, and the man who was very cursed this weekend by Danhausen, the Blue Meanie. We'll cover wrestling, music, movies, sports, and lots of useless knowledge, all contained in The Mind of the Meanie. I'm your tour guide, an exhausted Adam Barnard, and he is the Blue Meanie. Meanie! What's on your mind?
It's funny you say coast to coast because I am wearing my Art Bell Coast to Coast AM shirt as if by happenstance, as if by coincidence, I guess.
I don't know why. I don't know why you'd be wearing that. Any reason?
Well, truth be told, I just woke up and it's the first shirt I grabbed. But for the purpose of this show, I would say, it was meant to be.
It was serendipitous, if you will, baby.
Yes.
It is 6:30 a.m. Pacific time here in scenic Las Vegas, Nevada. I am here for WrestleMania 42 weekend, and we are in between nights of 1 and 2. Happy to join you here. How's weather in Philly, bud? How's everything going on there?
Oh, it was beautiful yesterday until like last night, and then it just got like real chilly. Not too bad, a little overcast, but I'll take this over 6-degree weather like we had been battling before.
Yeah,
where I was triple and quadruple layering. But But doing good. Went out, watched WrestleMania yesterday on my phone. I watched WrestleMania on the phone while I watched the Flyers win in Pittsburgh, which was very nice, very good.
Mm-hmm. Very nice, very evil, if I might say so myself.
Very evil. But Pittsburgh's very evil. But the Penguins, I should say. Not City's okay. I experimented during the week. Everybody knows, when I go to McCusker's, I post a photo of my drink, say hold my calls. Usually it's a PBR, so I'm a cheapskate. But then he came out with Pabst Light, which is 50 cents cheaper, which, being even more of a cheapskate, I was like, well, that's a couple extra bucks I could be getting drunk on. So I switched to Pabst Light. But during the week, I had found out that PBR is doing a collaboration with Grillo's Pickles Company, and they did a Grillo's PBR beer, which I was actually able to find a 6-pack of out in the wild, and gave that a shot during the week, and I have to say, it wasn't that bad.
I was going to ask, what did the taste like? Because I'm used to doing, back in my drinking days, I was used to doing the picklebacks. Is that what they call them? It was the shot of whiskey and the pickle juice at the same time. I don't know why I did stuff like that. Yeah.
I've never tried that, but I love pickle juice. And Mrs. Meanie will make martinis with pickle juice here and there, which is actually pretty good. And I was like, let's see what this is like. Now the price was a little stiff for the case. It's like it was in with the smaller beer, like the I don't know what you call them, the smaller local beers or whatever.
Oh yeah, like that, like the craft beers or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. It was like 6-pack was like $25. I was like, but I kind of dedicated myself to saying I was going to try it. So, went and bought a case, or not a case, a sixer. I bought 2 sixers, but, and then we, made sure they were nice and cold, and we were having a meal, and, Mrs. Meanie goes, you want to try the pickle beer? I was like, fuck yeah. We tried it. It's actually pretty good,
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. What drives me nuts is like, I posted a photo of the case or not the case, whatever. The package on social media, and like people are like, oh no thanks. I was like, bro, you haven't even tried it. Let's see how it works first. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty good.
You said you found it at McCusker's. They had it there. Is there anywhere else that is it available out, like in outlets?
McCusker's had it for a day.
Oh,
and it's sold out.
No shit. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. And my local beer joint here in South Philly, Bell's Beverage, which is right around the corner from the East Sub Arena, they had it, and I was like, "Fuck!" Once I found out McCusker sold out of it, I was like, "Oh, I got to try this before people find out where to get it, and it's available nowhere." And went and got it, and if it was a regular thing, a little cheaper, a little bit cheaper price, I'd probably take it on the regular. But the fact that there's so many things I can say about the price, but I'll keep it family friendly. But
keep it PG.
As if I love you, PBR, but that's a little stiff. But no, it was actually. It's like you're washing down. It was like you're washing down a burger with a PBR. A burger.
Oh, okay.
Like you eat a burger that has a pickle in it, and you go, take a sip of beer. That kind of effect, but not too shabby.
Listen, I would try it. It sounds like it would be something that would be right up my alley. But I remember taking those pickleback shots back gotta be close to 15 years ago now. We drink them at Alibis. I'm hungover thinking about it right now as we speak. But that was Ryan Dunn's shot of choice. And so when we would be at the bar, he would, he'd line them up and he'd fucking take that pickle juice back, man. The next morning when you were vomiting, the best part was the pickle juice that came back up. So that was always a lot of fun. But listen, man, it's been crazy. I want to give a shout out to the Pod Squad here. Good morning, everybody. The Professor Mass Sanity is here. Greetings and salutations on this, the holiest of weekend for wrestling fans. A pleasant Baba Booey to you, sir. And happy WrestleMania weekend to those who celebrate, which is everyone who's here, I would imagine. Jesse Brown's here, says good morning, my brothers and sisters, and good morning to you. Shetty Von Kill is here. Good morning, lovelies. Good to see you. Jesse Brown says, good for cramps. Good. Oh, he's speaking like Yoda. I say, yeah. Good for cramps. The pickle juice is. Yes, it is. I've heard that. Let's see what else we got going on. Mass Entity's asking, was the pickle flavor strong? PBR is so light, I can't imagine the flavor being powerful.
No, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like a punch in the face. It was very it was like even with the PBR. It's just it wasn't that bad. It was pretty good, because you never know how it's I didn't know if I was going to sell like or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be my fear. If you're like, it's like, I don't think tart's the right word, but if it's like overpowering, because he's right. Like PBR is it's like High Life, right? It's super easy. So if you put too much in there, it's going to be nasty. But
yeah, it was on an even keel, so to speak. It didn't override it. It was like a subtle undertone.
Nice,
if that's a good way to put it. But yeah, really enjoyed it, and I still have some more. So when we watch Mania tonight, probably have a couple more. Throw back a couple more.
We're going to talk about WrestleMania in a second, but I got to mention, man, I mentioned at the top of the program, a friend of the show, Danhausen, gave you a big shout out at the WrestleMania 42 Media Row, which is what Malcolm and I were at Thursday and Friday. And Malcolm's here, by the way, in the corner editing right now, so he may do a run-in at some point. It was crazy. It was a very different setup this year. Usually, it's you kind of like in a ballroom and they have these different stations that you walk around and you go to different talent and they switch them around. But in this instance, they had backdrops set up and it was almost like it felt very much like an NFL, when they do their Radio Row stuff before the Super Bowl or any of the big events, they'll do everything there. So I thought personally that it was a much better setup than it has been. It was less chaotic. It was way more organized. I know the people, when we were talking to the guys from WWE, they were like, yeah, we've kind of been gaming this out for a while for WrestleMania, up after last year. And they said this seemed like to be the best way to do it. But got a lot of great conversations in, sang a 2-part harmony with Raquel Rodriguez, with Casey and JoJo, which is out right now, which was hilarious and unexpected. But Danhausen was my favorite. That dude has been everywhere.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised Danhausen has a voice.
I am too. Like, for real. So Thursday was the first of the 2 Media Row days. And then they had like a little get together for some of the media folks at one of the bars in, I think it was over at the MGM. And Danhausen showed up. Chelsea Green was there and Maxine Dupree. Shout out to Chelsea Green, who's like the coolest fucking person in the entire world. Like, genuinely the sweetest. She sat with us, me and Mona and Justin DeHillen from the Wrestling Classic. We were all sitting at the table. Rick Occhino from Sports Illustrated was there. She just sat down and started bullshitting with us for, I swear, it was like 35, 40 minutes. Like, just the coolest, man. Awesome. She's amazing. But then Danhausen showed up. And so we're all there and we're hanging out, and we get I ask him like how my form was. I get the picture, and friend of the show, Heather Riley, had painted a picture of his eye, and I just so happened to have it in the bag. And I always before every WrestleMania or big event, I'm like, if you guys need anything, let me know so I can like try to make it happen, right? Like, I can't promise everything, right? But I was like, well, if I could do something fun, I will. And he had shared the photo that she painted to her story, and I sent it to the Super Jersey Comic Expo group of people. I was like, let me know if you guys want anything, I'll reach out. And she messaged, she was like, could you take this, take this painting? I was like, yeah, absolutely. I was like, I'll totally do this, because he had shared it to the story. Yeah. So I took it and I was like, hey, would you mind if I had you sign this? Oh, yes. And he looks, he's like, oh, yes, I remember this. This was a few days ago, right? So I held the picture up to his face and like with the eye and all. And so he signed the back of it for her. And then we had a good, fun moment there. Then he came back at Media Row. And initially that was Friday. Malcolm, what time did Danhausen show up? That was probably close to like noon, 1 o'clock?
Probably about 12:30 Hausen.
12:30 Hausen, I think. And yes, to those who are listening to the show, Malcolm did get the question in with him, and he popped hard. Like, I want to just be clear about this too. Like, Malcolm is over like fucking Rover in these streets. Okay, we didn't even get from the terminal from the flight at American all the way to like the Dunkin' Donuts, which if you know Harry Reid, when you land in the American flights, is only maybe like less than a quarter mile, right? Like, it's not far. 2 people approached him and said, what's up? So I don't want to hear any bullshit out there about, how the overness of the Waffle House questions. But originally they, like I said, you have the stations and stuff, and it was supposed to be like, you're kind of there and hanging out. And they're like, oh, we're going to do a scrum. And he's like, Danhausen only has 5 minutes. He stood there and answered everybody's question. It was one question. It was like a one-shot Jones. Everybody walked up. They got their question in, and everybody was with him. And so I had a whole list of names that I was going to ask him about, like, like would cursed or not cursed, and, obviously I had your name on there, and then television's Rock the Dwayne Johnson. I think there were a couple of other people, like I think I had I Show Speed or somebody else on there. I can't remember. Or Kai Cenat was the other name. And while I'm standing there, I just blanked because I was like, when you're in a rush and you're trying to get there, and I was just like,
oh, I've been
okay.
there.
Yeah. It's like, okay, rank these people, in cursed order, and Rock the Dwayne Johnson, the Blue Meanie, and Bam Margera. I just like blurted it out, right? And so when he heard your name, his eyes got big. It's like, I was like, man, Meanie's fucking over in these streets. So we have another round of the what do you say it fuck me for you to engage in. But no, he's been great, man. And I don't know if you saw the Blimphausen as well, which has been floating around WrestleMania inside Allegiant. What do you think about all this, man? This has got to be cool to see all this as somebody who knows Mr. Hausen well. What do you think?
Brother, Danhausen is a study in how to market yourself.
Yes.
Like, if you're a young aspiring pro wrestler, look at Danhausen and go, what is he doing?
Yeah.
He was, before he was Danhausen, he was, wrestling on the indies, doing fairly well. And he was thinking about hanging it up at one point. And then he went and gave this Danhausen character a try. And he's just been printing money,
Yes.
And for an independent wrestler too, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But he's marketed himself. He's gotten himself over. He's created his own universe.
Yeah.
He's created his own lingo to the point where people just imitate him. I find myself driving down 95 going,
I'll do it all day long. Very nice. Very evil.
Yeah. It feels good. Mrs. Meanie will say, I just had to say, she'll say something. She's like, I just want to see what that sounded like in my face, and I'll find myself going, very good, and but it's amazing. I knew he was going to get over, and I'm not one of those, pontificators that goes, well, I knew all along. He came out.
We actually knew back in September of 2021, when the came in.
There are certain people that were ready to pounce on him because his initial debut, people were expecting somebody else to come out of that box, and they weren't expecting Danhausen. Everybody thought Jericho was going to come out of the box, and they poo-pooed his debut. But since, and if anybody knows about poo-poo, it's Blue Guy.
Could you do me a favor before we get going here? Could you hit me with a fart noise and then the Vince McMahon Blue Meanie?
Oh.
The Blue Meanie.
There you go.
I don't have my soundboard with me, so I appreciate the gestures.
We're gonna have to add that Danhausen Blue Meanie very cursed.
I was gonna say, you know what? I'm actually, while you're talking, I'm gonna upload the video so I can play it for you guys right now. So, but go ahead. You were saying about how
that's gonna be my text tone.
You should, dude. You got to do it, man.
I got to kayfabe out in public sometimes, so I don't want to. They're like, are you the Blue Meanie? Nah, man. And then my phone goes, very cursed. And I'm like,
not the Blue Meanie.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say I got comments in here too. This is great. Everybody's talking about how much they love Danhausen. Danhausen's Dreamhausens are coming true with WWE. They actually got him a blimp. That's Mass Sanity. Machete Von Kill says Danhausen is so sweet. I absolutely adore that he's living his best life. He deserves all of it. Mass Sanity says he's been printing human monies, which is true. I did not give him human monies, but I should have. And then Mass Sanity says, I've had a hard time using people's real names and not the Danhausen version, such as WWE champion Corey and NXT star Egon Page. My personal favorite is Pepsi Phil, which he now refers to him as Cola Man Phil, which I'm assuming is probably because of some agreement. You can't say Pepsi on WWE TV.
So right before the shutdown, I did a show for Ring of Honor in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
As anybody knows, I'm usually the Battle Royal surprise, kind of thing. And Danhausen was there and, got a photo with him and hung out and talked for a little bit. But he was filming skits backstage and Mrs. Meanie caught a really cool photo of Danhausen just sitting in a Pepsi machine. Like one of those, the ones with you open the door and there's shelves or whatever, but the shelves are missing. So he's laying in the bottom of it. It's a Pepsi machine kind of thing. It was, she's actually able to snap a photo of it. It was pretty cool. But
actually, Mass Sanity just said he just cleared this up for me. I did not think about this until right now. Cola Man equals CM. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. And Jesse Brown says, I like the Cola Man more since it's CM as Mass Sanity. Yeah, you're right. My brain is not braining today, folks. So I'm going to give myself a 16-second break here while I play you this Danhausen video, and then we'll come back and talk more about him.
I want you to rank these people as cursed. Television's Rock the Dwayne Johnson, the Blue Meanie, and Bam Margera.
Oh, you said as cursed?
As cursed.
Okay, I guess the Dwayne can be least cursed, and then Ben Margera?
Yes.
Second cursed, and who was the other one?
Blue Meanie.
Blue Meanie, very cursed.
Excellent. Thank
you. Very cursed.
And thank you for bringing my name up. You don't know how, because you've posted that. You don't know how many people have sent me that clip going, bro, Danhausen just said your name. I went, yes, the hottest act in wrestling right now just said my name, which is pretty cool. It's one thing to say my name, but the way he put emphasis on it was very cool. It was very cool.
I figured that was gonna be the one. I knew as soon as I said your name, he was gonna pop, because I know you guys are, I know you guys are friends, and I was like I always try to get you in somewhere when I'm asking questions to these guys, because I know that literally every time I bring you up to somebody after the interview, it's the same thing all the time. Oh, tell Meanie I said hi. Oh, I got to reach out. She's still in Philly, right? Yeah. All right, I got to reach out. I'm like, yeah. It's just like Ricochet after the interview. When I talked to him, he's like, hey, how's Meanie doing? You guys still doing the show? I was like, yeah. How the fuck did you know that? How did you know about the show? It's like, thanks for listening. But yeah, no, it's my pleasure, man. The streets love you, and they remember the Blue Meanie. So I got to shout out to homie when I can. But
very, very kind.
You're welcome, sir. Mass Entity says Danhausen will most definitely have no voice left by Tuesday. So I think that's going to be something. So he's probably going to be there tonight, I would imagine. And then Malcolm and I are doing something with Netflix and WWE on Monday before Monday Night Raw, and he's supposed to be there all day. And I'm like, how the hell is this guy still moving?
Does he even bother taking the face paint off?
I would imagine at some point, probably not all weekend. It's got to just set.
Yeah, I mean, I know it. Look, a little inside baseball. I don't dye my hair blue anymore, but I'll use this color hair wax that I found. And during Mania week in Philly, I was doing so many events, at night, and then in the morning, doing something at night, and then going to WrestleCon the next morning. It's like, dude, I really don't feel like washing this out. So I instead of staining my pillows, I put a t-shirt that I really don't wear. I just turn it inside out, put it on the pillow, and sleep with my head on that. And then I wake up, and if I have to refresh the one side of my head, I refresh the one side of my head. But I can't imagine him taking that face paint off and then having to reapply it in a couple hours. At this point, he's got to be like, fuck it, it's staying on.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to He's going to have the, world's funniest tan line when it's just his neck.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And I saw his fit for the Hall of Fame, which was the same. He had those big, like, what looked like the Terrifier glasses, the big red ones that he was wearing. I'm curious to see what kind of nonsense he brings to this, because it's going to be some kind of like beach party or something with Netflix. And I can't even imagine what the man's going to be wearing in public at like, a beach in Vegas. So this isn't all black, and it's fucking hotter than the hinges of hell out here. So I hope he stays properly hydrated with human water.
Well, the next thing, I mean, Danhausen going to WWE has been amazing. I have to say his outfits in WWE for some reason look more vibrant.
Yes.
I don't know what it is. Then, like when he debuted, I was like, man, look at that. Yeah, his colors just pop and all that stuff. But the next thing I want to see is Danhausen being interviewed by Conan O'Brien.
Oh my God, yes. Well, he's already done it before.
He's done it, not in character. I want to see. Yes, he was Humanhausen the first time him and
Humanhausen.
The first time him and Conan O'Brien talked, but now he's got to. Conan O'Brien has to interview the character Danhausen, because I love watching people react to Danhausen who haven't seen Danhausen yet.
Yeah.
Very nice, and well. My Danhausen borders on Norm Macdonald a little bit,
Hello, real cops?
Yeah.
That's my favorite scene in the whole movie. All right, now you guys go ahead and just continue to do something blatantly homoerotic.
Hey,
real cops?
Do you ever have a wiener dog? There's no bit to that. It's just like that's something I've heard him say.
Oh my God. I'm just laughing about I need to watch Dirty Work again. It's been far too long since I've seen that movie. And now that I think about Norm.
Yeah, he had a bit where it's like, I want to buy a dog that if he snaps, can I take him?
Now, I don't know if you guys are history buffs or not. I want you to forget everything you know about bread. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you about something amazing called bread.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah,
it's stupid. It's so stupid. Oh my God, I love it,
dude. Loving that Danhausen in WWE.
Yes,
and I gotta assume he's got to do something tonight.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna do something with him tonight. I just can't imagine what it is, but I hope we see Blimphausen again, and looking forward to that. But I thank you again. Thank you for everybody who's been commenting and sharing the reels and all the posts I have. Jesse Brown says, been enjoying living vicariously through you, Adam, this weekend. Yes, it has been a lot of fun. Very much looking forward. Most of my day one, actually the rest of all my day one interviews should be released today at noon your time on the TheSportster YouTube channel. And once I get done the call here, I'll be doing the rest of the day two interviews. So lots of good stuff, man. I had a great conversation with Aleister Black, Zelina, Raquel Rodriguez. It's been a lot of fun. And Dominic Mysterio was fun. He told me which WCW cruiserweights he wanted to fight if he was there. And Jacob Fatu gave a great answer about New Jack as well. Because when James and I, when we play 2K26, we do the same match every single time. It's Jacob Fatu and New Jack at WCW Halloween Havoc. And we do the dumpster match with all, like, sometimes we'll do the Inferno match, and then other times we'll do the dumpster match with all the weapons and shit. And Jacob was fully on board, man. He loved it. So, but yeah, it's been a while.
That's another guy I love.
Yeah.
To me, Jacob and Drew was my favorite of night one. So,
yes.
Just an amazing, trajectory on, he's been on, and hopefully he's main event one of these things, in the very near future. I was trying to think of words, but yeah.
No, certainly. It certainly feels like it's heading that way. I think he's got it, man. He's got it. And that entrance and the fire. And I mean, the guy is just so goddamn good at everything he does. And he's got everything. So very excited to see what comes for him next and see where he ends up with. What's that? What's the matter?
Jacob's match.
We just talked about Jacob's match. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. You want to come over and say hi?
Talk about him more.
Yeah. So Malcolm wants us to talk about him more, but he popped hard for Malcolm again at Media Row, which is always great to see. Malcolm and Jacob go back many, many years. And it's always funny to see Jacob, out of character of sorts, So, Look who's here. Great. This should be fun.
Thank you, Pat McAfee, for saving our industry. All right. That's it. Yeet. All right.
Dude, I have to say, shout out to Busted Open. They predicted that match, how it went with.
Yeah, they sure did.
They said the best thing to do for this match is start it off with somebody laying out Pat McAfee and he leaves on a gurney.
Yeah.
They said that the morning of night one, and sure as shit they did it. And then, they take him back on the gurney. I popped for McAfee doing the football player thumbs up on the way out.
Yeah, then
he gives the bird. But, that was very smart on their part. And, then he runs back out as the referee. And, night one was pretty good.
Honestly, it was the main event too. The more Malcolm and I kind of talked about it. He was like, "What did you think of the finish?" And I was like, honestly, thought it was great. Thought it was exactly what it needed to be. And it sets the table for them to do a run back and maybe a backlash or maybe all the way through SummerSlam. And kind of telling that story.
Yeah, I said that when I saw it. When he laid Cody out, and I was like, "Yeah, they're setting up for backlash." This isn't done yet. So
yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of legs on it. I guess for me, I'm still kind of confused overall as to what the long-term story or the long-term play was with Pat. Like it just didn't connect with me. Like the idea of Pat being in the middle of that story just did not. And again, it's not that I dislike Pat McAfee as an individual, I
love Pat McAfee.
Overall, he seems like a great guy, right? But the way that they had the story and the way that they did, it was missing something. It felt forced. It felt shoehorned, where it was like, you have this great story between Orton and Cody that's right here. You don't need to do anything else except to stand on the laurels of their history. Yeah. And I don't know. It just never felt natural to me. So
it was like, how they shoehorned in, oh my God, I'm blanking on his name.
Jelly Roll?
No, last year's match. The guy
Travis Scott.
Yeah. It's like he had to, with the world's slowest running. It's just like, it wasn't that bad where it totally affected the match. Because they basically ended up taking him out of the match before the match started. But, it just felt like, I was like, man, poor Cody. He's dealing with Travis Scott. Travis Scott, punches him in the ear. And then now he's got, Pat McAfee, kicking him in a ding-ding. And then, it's just like, it's just like, can, he just have a one-on-one match?
Yeah.
It's just... But now, the way it went last night looks like, the alliance of Orton and McAfee's done. So, we'll see how that turns out. But, when, Orton laid Cody, I was like, oh, yeah, they're definitely doing, setting up for backlash. And again, hopefully SummerSlam,
Yeah, I think, like I said, it doesn't feel like the story is done at all here with this, and I think there's definitely more legs on it. But that jelly roll splash last night was something else. Says Jesse Brown, and Mass Sanity says Jelly Roll is not bad in the ring. No, he isn't, which is the thing. Like, he's not bad. He's picking up on it well. I just can't stop thinking about that line that Ryan Dunn said from CKY when he's like, jelly? He smeared fucking shit in my face, and you're talking to me about jelly. And I just that's the way I have to say it, Meanie. I don't, it's my brain. It's I'm a little touched up there, but no, I think Jelly Roll did a pretty solid job overall for what the purpose of his function was in the main event. I guess I appreciate the fact that they didn't fill it with gaga, it wasn't over the top.
Right.
Like I thought
it wasn't over the top. It wasn't that bad. It was just right where they had Jelly Roll help take Pat McAfee out of the match. And they just let, Cody and Randy have their match. So, And then, Pat got involved at the end. But, dude, I have to say, I just saw the new line of LJN inspired figures that came out, and I saw Jelly Rolls, LJN style action figure. And I have to say, when I first saw it, I thought it was a Silent Bob action figure.
Silent Bob.
He's got the backwards hat, and he's got the what looks like a trench coat over it. If you look at it, it looks like Silent Bob from Jay and Silent Bob kind of.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of fucked me up. I was like, oh, why is WWE collabing with, Kevin Smith? I went, oh no, that's Jelly Roll.
That would be kind of dope, though. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that would be kind of sick. But
yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, that kind of fucked me up. But yeah, overall, night one, I thought it was exceptionally good.
Yeah.
I'm still holding on for WrestleMania being the best last WrestleMania for a while.
Yeah.
God knows what's going to be next year, if it's going to be there next year.
It's funny, and I'm going to present this without commentary before we get into our next our favorite segment of the show.
Yes.
Last night before the main event, they aired an ad for WrestleMania 43 in Riyadh. That was not aired to the live crowd.
Right.
I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to let y'all decide. Going to let y'all decide what you think about that. But it was not aired to the live crowd in attendance. It was just on. So like when you go, and I'm sure you've been to like a press box, a media box, like you can see down into the ring, and then above you is the live feed from the television, whatever, ESPN or Peacock or whatever it is. And you could see it in real time that they did not air that. So do with that information as you will, baby. But Meanie, sitting here thinking it's 7:03 a.m. Pacific time.
God bless.
On Al Gore's internet here. And, I had a question for you. I thought I had it in my head and then I forgot. And now I'm trying to double back. It was something important. Yeah, I was going to say that. I was going to say what's your Waffle House in order, but that one's already claimed. I know. Are you ready to ask Meanie?
I would love to. It's time to ask Meanie anything. Ask me something.
Don't forget to tweet us your questions using the hashtag AskMeanie. We got 2 today for you, Meanie. What are you sipping on today, good sir?
Since I remembered to get some, here in the Northeast, we have ShopRite.
Yes.
And, they have their own brand of items called Bowl and Basket. I have Bowl and Basket Ginger.
Ooh, nice.
Which is always a favorite in the Meanie household.
And I could sure go for a Baby Ruth right now, but
Baby
Ruth. I actually, to try as hard as I might, I could not secure a seltzer yesterday on the way home. So I did something a little bit better. I treated myself, and I got myself one of my favorite sodas. And I got myself a Fresca, which is delicious and refreshing. And it's got, I don't even know how much sugar is in this. Actually, none. So it's 0 calories, which is great. And I'm going to enjoy the shit out of this. So hope you're sipping on something good wherever you're at here today. We're going to crack these in 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah. That's the citrusy goodness. It always goes down smooth, Meanie.
Sound like a one there.
One cheeker, letting it sneak out in the movie theater. Cheers, beers to wherever you're at. Pinkies up. Oh, man.
Not
that's
too
good
shabby,
shit.
Not too shabby. Ugh.
Oh, that's good stuff. Yippee! All right. We got our 2 questions here today. We got first one from the professor. He says, trivia time. 2 people have been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame twice without having a solo induction. Who are they?
Oh, that's a great question. Without a solo induction. I'm drawing a blank. I was going to say it would have to be like 2 factions, right?
Yeah. I think it's 2 factions, right?
Yeah.
Who is it? Man, Sandy, if you could give us the answer, because I'm blanking on this, pal. Let us know.
That's a great question.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I need to know the answer to this.
So I'm going through my Rolodex.
Oh, wait. I know one. Malcolm just gave me one. X-Pac.
There you go.
X-Pac and Barry Windham.
There you go.
There you go. That's good. I was. Thank you, Malcolm.
He's NWO and DX, right?
Yeah. That's
Barry
correct.
Windham was Horseman, and what was the other one?
It's the Horseman and probably was it the tag team with Mike Rotunda?
Windham and Rotunda. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I was going to say I thought that's what it was. Yeah.
That's good knowledge right there.
Yeah.
The U.S. Express. There we go.
That's the one. Yep. Thank you, Man Sanity, the professor. We appreciate you. Machete Von Kill says, any thoughts on Sandman's retirement match at Joey Janela's spring break?
Few people reached out to ask me if I've seen it. I've not seen it yet.
Scusi.
But I definitely plan on watching it. You know, this is Meanie and I absolutely love Sandman, love Hack. I'm going to see him next week doing a signing at Philadelphia next Saturday morning, where we'll see Sandman, and I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to watch it. That's all I'll say. You know, I'm trying to avoid spoilers. You know, he wrestles the Invisible Man. I saw one spoiler.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely on my itinerary today.
And our last question here. Thank you for the question, Machete. Jesse Brown says, during the advertisements, you mentioned ordering your figures and all that good stuff. Is there a way to purchase an autographed figure like you can, or Corny's, like on Corny's website? And he means Jim Cornette. Oh, goddamn. We'll sign an extra double cheeseburger, extra onions, motherfucker.
I don't
It might be. Actually, you know what? Could you imagine Jim Cornette's Waffle House order?
Oh, I'm going to get it. Watch. I got Vince Russo's.
He did get Vince Russo's, and I can't imagine Jim Cornette's. It's going to be probably Vince Russo's flesh.
And to bring it back to Danhausen. Danhausen is so good. Jim Cornette loves him. You know,
which is crazy.
Yeah. He's over with fucking Jim Cornette. You know.
Goddamn.
Unfortunately, right now I do not have a way to sell signed figures. Because I have a hatred of going to the post office. It's like going to the DMV anymore. But unfortunately, I do not have a way to sell them. I was check maybe shop.figures.com.
Mm-hmm.
I know back in the day I signed a couple of them for them, so that maybe they would have them, but I don't really have any. I'll have a website I'll have a way to sell them on a website right now, which I'm sure people go, just open a website. I was like, yeah,
sure. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thanks. Why didn't I think of that myself? Yeah.
But I currently do not, so I apologize.
The one thing I do need for my my own personal archives is I have your Santa Meanie Wrestle Buddy from our good friends at the dearly departed Brothers Gatter Wrestle Buddies, as well as my own, which I still can't believe sold out. I don't know how that happened, but it's pretty dope. But I do need a Big Shots Danhausen, so we can be the three amigos next to each other whenever I get my own office. But we want to thank you guys for your questions, guys and gals. We appreciate you being here and joining us today on your Sunday morning. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with us. And Meanie, I'm just trying to find our outro music here as we talk. Let me find it if I have it. Here it is. Where can everybody keep up to date, good sir, with all things blue when they're not listening? Program.
If you would like to follow the Blue Meanie on all forms of social media, that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Blue Meanie BWO, wherever you do your social mediaing. If you'd like to support the Blue Meanie, go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Blue Meanie. If you would like to support Mind of the Meanie, go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Mind of the Meanie. MadCatBeardCare.com. Get the Blue Spruce Beard Oil or Balm. Shout out to Josh Thorne, who's doing an amazing job over there at MadCatBeardCare.com, taking care of the cats. Cat lover like myself. Go check out MadCatBeardCare.com. The Ultra Pro Wrestling video game coming to all major consoles. Ultra Pro Wrestling contains not only original characters created by the amazing Hal Haney, but many real-world wrestlers, including myself and many others I'm trying not to spoil. Go to ultraprowrestling.com or follow them on Twitter at UPW Video Game. It's ultraprowrestling.com or follow them on Twitter at UPW Video Game. To have the Blue Meanie on your podcast, go to podstars.net. That's podstrz.net. Register your podcast, book the Blue Guy. Let's have a conversation over there at podstars.net. Cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO for birthdays, holidays, and well wishes. Please book through the site. Don't book through the app. The app takes way too much of your hard-earned money. I did a few in the last couple of weeks and really enjoyed doing them. I love the feedback. So let's make somebody's day a little bit brighter over there at cameo.com/Blue Meanie BWO. But most importantly, Mr. Barnard, where can we find you, sir?
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Threads at This Is Goober. Yes, it's my handle. No, I'm not changing it. It's a brand, pal. You can check out my other show, Foundation Radio, by going to youtube.com/@FoundationRadioPod. But more importantly, check out all of my work this week over at the Sportster's YouTube page. All of my interviews from Media Row, WrestleMania 42 Days 1 and 2 will be available. The first one's dropped today at noon Eastern. The second ones will be later in the day as soon as I'm able to get my shit together and get them edited and get them out. You can also check out Muscle Man Malcolm's interviews as well on the same channel, so go and follow us over there at the Sportster's YouTube page. Shout out to the homies at the 10th Ward Barbershop in downtown Lawrenceville on the outskirts of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Schedule yourself an appointment with Kane and the rest of the team at 10thwardbarbershop.com. Got to give a special shout out to the homies at Risk vs. Reward Clothing, who have given me plenty of threads to wear this week, especially the one I was wearing during Media Row on Thursday, which is my Vlad the Impaler shirt. I want to thank them very much for all of that. You can find their clothes at riskversusrewardclothing.com. ProWrestlingTees.com/Mind of the Meanie. Pick up a shirt and keep the lights on at Casa DeMeanie and the Barnard Home for Wayward and Troubled Youth. Don't forget to go to patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie and sign up today. Tier start Meanie at only 10 American dollars, Hausen. So you can go and sign up today and join us. Yeah, I know, right? Human monies. You can part with 10 human monies. You can join us each and every week to watch us here. And also go to youtube.com/@Mind of the Meanie. You can watch all of our archive going all the way back to the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2022, as well as our shows that we did in 2021. We want to thank you. And I guess thank Malcolm as well. I don't know. He's just here working. So he'll... Don't forget to check out his Waffle House in order with Danhausen coming later today, and check that out as well. We want to thank you for joining us here, Meanie. Thank you as always, good sir. We appreciate you. For the Blue Meanie, I am Adam Barnard. Join us again each and every week as we take a trip to the mind
Blue World Order
of the Meanie. Peace.
This episode of Mind of the Meanie is hosted and executively produced by the Blue Meanie and Adam Barnard. It was mixed and engineered by Carl Pinnell. Additional narration is provided by the executive voice, Sam Krebs. That's me. Our intro music was performed by the Swamp Candles. Our outro music was performed by Chikara. Additional musical accompaniment is performed by Enrichment. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, or X or whatever, at Mind of the Meanie, and become part of the Pod Squad by going to patreon.com/Mind of the Meanie. Find our entire show archive at mindofthemeanie.com. This has been a Butts Carlton media production. Butts Carlton, proprietor.
Blue World Order.
That was Blue Meanie's brain out.